Ok, so chiquititos, hoy en la clase vamos a tomar apuntes para 7.4. 7.4, los verbos como gustar. So on your learning target sheet, this is 7.4, verbs like gustar, and this will go with your quiz 7.4, verbs like gustar. You can also go to your book 7.4, Quizlet 7.4, or YouTube 7.4. Okay, los verbos como gustar. So first of all, I want to see what you retained so far from today. What can you tell me about gustar? What's different about gustar than other verbs in Spanish?
There's only two conjugations.
Okay, there's only two conjugations. Okay, what are the two conjugations?
Gusta and gustan.
Okay, which are what?
Gusta is singular and gustan is plural.
Okay, first person, second person, or third person?
Third person.
Third person. Okay, so let's write that. Okay, we can only use third person singular or third person plural. Okay? So does gustar conjugate like normal verbs then? Do we conjugate gustar like normal verbs? Yo gusto, tú gustas, él gusta, nosotros gustamos? No, nunca, 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 jamás. Okay? And if we think about this, if I write a normal verb on the board, brinco, even though you don't know the meaning of this verb, what could you tell me about it?
That it's in the yo form.
It's in the yo form, so who are we talking about?
Me.
I. No matter what, you know that I did something here. If you're telling me that I can only use third person singular, which is gusta, and third person plural, gustan, how do I know who's doing the action?
You don't. Not without.
Gustan los deberes. Loves homework. Who loves homework? Do you know?
No.
No. So what do you need to tell you who likes it? You have to have an IOP. So let's write that on here. You must use an IOP to tell us who it is that likes something. Okay? What is an IOP? What is an IOP?
Indirect object pronoun.
Indirect object pronoun. An indirect object pronoun. Okay, an indirect object pronoun. All pronouns take the place of a what?
Noun.
Noun. All pronouns take the place of a noun. So what kind of noun are we going to take the place of with an indirect object pronoun? An indirect object. What does an indirect object tell us in English? What does an indirect object tell us? To whom or? For whom. To whom or for whom. How would that fit within the context of gustar?
To whom or for whom is it enjoyable to?
To whom or for whom something is enjoyable, right? To whom or for whom something is enjoyable. Okay, anything else about gustar I would need to know? What kind of emphasizers do we use? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it needs a personal ah.
You have to have a personal ah. You must have a personal ah. Why?
Because it's a person.
Okay. Think about it a little bit more. Why? It is a person that likes something. Go back to this. To whom it is enjoyable. Okay? To whom. The ah is going to be the to. And then the whom is going to be your person that likes it. Yes? Yeah. Right there. Versus who or what. Who or what are the questions for what? A DOP, a direct object pronoun. So that's how we know that these have to go with indirect object pronouns, is because they answer the questions to whom or for whom something is enjoyable. Okay? Anything else that we're missing over here? Anything? You can't think of anything else. Okay, good.
Oh, wait. What about where to put no if you're doing the name?
Oh, okay. Where does the no go?
In between the IOP and...
No goes.
In between the IOP and the emphasizer.
Okay, perfect. No goes in between the IOP and the emphasizer. IOP and the emphasizer. Okay? So let's quickly make ourselves a little cheat chart over here. Okay? We're going to start with a big ah for all of them. Okay? Our personal emphasizer. Are the emphasizers technically required?
No.
No. Do you have to use them in this class?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, okay? So you must have an emphasizer. So how would I say to me something is enjoyable?
Me.
A mí. ¿Acento or no acento?
Sí, acento.
¿Acento por qué?
Because otherwise you'd be saying mine.
Okay, so maybe you want to make yourself a little side note. Am I without the accent means my. Am I with the accent is me. To me, something is enjoyable. How about to you, something is enjoyable? A ti. Next one,
Lay.
Ooh.
L,
Él, ella, usted. Ley is not an emphasizer. What is ley? IOP, ella, usted. What else could go with él, ella, usted? What else could go here?
An object or a person name?
Am I ever going to say the desk likes the coffee?
Well, not an
No.
object.
No, so what kind of a noun? Not just a noun, but a
Person.
person. Any singular noun referring to a person can go here. Any singular noun referring to a person. Al estudiante, al profesor, al director, al turista, al conductor. Any one person. A Maria, a Juana, al gato, al perro, al caballo. Why can I use it for gato, perro, caballo?
Because they're pets.
Muy bien. So we use the personal law for people and pets, okay? How about to us? To us.
Nos.
A nosotros, a nosotros, a nosotros. To you guys. A vosotros. Muy bien. A vosotros. How about to them?
Ellos.
A ellos. What else? Ellas. What else?
Plural persons.
Plural persons. Okay? Any plural persons. Plural persons. What else? A ustedes. Nice. Okay? So these are all of our emphasizers. Now, we absolutely must have an IOP, an indirect object pronoun. An IOP, an indirect object pronoun. Are these ones optional?
No.
No, because they tell us to whom or for whom something is enjoyable, right?
Mhm.
So, a mí,
Me.
me. A ti, te. A él, ella, usted,
Lay.
le. A nosotros, nos. A vosotros, os. A ellos, ellas, ustedes, les. Todo bien? Yeah? Okay, this should all have been review up till now. Okay? Now, on your next page, go ahead and flip to your second page in your Gustar notes so that you have room. We're going to make a 4-column chart. Okay, we're going to make a 4-column chart. Sorry. Actually, I have one more thing I want to add to the first page. Sorry. Okay, first page. So the one other thing you told me is you told me that I could only use third person singular or third person plural. So, if I want to use third person singular, okay, I can use third person singular when the word following the verb is, number one, Nick, you brought this up earlier. I can use this third person singular when I'm telling you what?
When you're using a single noun.
A single noun, okay. Any sustantivo singular. Sustantivo singular. When you tell me any one thing that you like. Okay? When else could I use the third person singular?
Infinitivos following Gustar.
Okay, when the word following the verb is an infinitivo.
Or multiple.
So yeah, and let's write down infinitivo or multiple infinitivos, more than one infinitivo. How do you want to say that?
Multiple.
Or, okay, for an infinitivo, or multiple infinitivos. Okay? Now, I can use the third person plural when.
The sustantivo following its plural.
Okay? Number one, for any sustantivo that is plural, any sustantivo that is plural, or what else? What else? This is tricky. Number 2, 2 or more, so 2 plus singular sustantivos, right? 2 or more sustantivos singulares. ¿Está bien? We're okay up till now. This should have all been reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, good. All right, so now, for real, go to the next page, por favor. And we're going to do 4 columns, and if you want to see how I set it up first before you write, that's totally understandable. Miss, can I have a black marker? Could somebody throw me a working black marker back there? Okay, so your first column is going to be, how do you say the verb? How do you say verb?
Verbo.
Verbo, but what's a little bit more academic word? I'm looking for that whole verb, the very beginning one, before you conjugate it. Infinitivo. Okay, so for our first column is going to be the infinitivo. Okay. Second column is going to be the significado. 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 El significado. What is el significado?
Significance.
Oh,
good
the
catch.
significance, aka what does it mean, right? What does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? Okay, third column is going to be tercera persona singular. And then tercera persona plural. And this is where I said we're going to make a little cheat sheet for ourselves so that when we do all of our homework, you have the main information you need on one page. Okay? So, let's start with one of our new ones. ¿Cómo se dice to be bored by something?
Aburrir.
Aburrir. Aburrir. Aburrir. So, first one is aburrir. Aburrir. And ¿qué significa aburrir?
To be bored.
To be bored by, right? To be bored. Or bored by. Okay? Whoops, that wasn't very straight. Okay? Now, what is our third person singular going to be for aburrir? Aburre. Aburre. Okay? And is that in the present or the preterite?
Present.
That would be in the present tense. What would your preterite ending be for aburre? Aburri. Oh, with acento sobre la O. So I'm going to put right here ourselves a little cheat sheet. Io is going to be your preterite ending. That way, when you're doing your homework, you'll just be like, oh, here's the verb, bam, here are my 2 possible endings, and that's all you need. Okay? So in our red, these are going to be our terminaciones. What's a terminación? Ending. Para el pretérito. Of the preterite. And we're going to, that way you'll have the present and the preterite all on one list, okay? Aburrió. Okay, so we have repite todos. Aburre.
Aburre.
Aburrió.
Aburrió.
Muy bien. What would the third person plural be? Aburrían. Ren. Aburren. And what would your preterite ending be? Hierron, right? Aburrieron. Hierron is going to be our ending there. Do you see how this is going to work out as a cheat sheet?
Yeah.
Then no matter what, when you need to say to be bored by, you have 4 options. That's it. You must pick from one of these 4. Don't invent your own. Okay? For right now. Okay, next one. ¿Cómo se dice to love something? Not to love a person. How do you say to love a person?
Querer.
Querer or?
Amar.
Amar. To love a person. How about to love an object? Encantar. Encantar. Sound it out. Encantar. And that's to love. If I put to love something, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Something. And I'm going to put not someone.
Or to love an object.
To love object.
To love an object. I like that. Uh-oh. Can't spell it, but I like it. I'm going to put in here, not someone. Okay, what is my third person singular going to be? Encanta, encanta. Encanta. And what would the preterite ending be for encanta? Encanto. Muy bien. How about for the third person plural? Encantan. And what is the ending going to be for the preterite? Aron. Aron. Encantaron. Muy bien. You starting to see what we're doing here? Okay. How about to be lacking? To be lacking? Faltar. 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 Okay. To be lacking. Okay. That's kind of a weird one to think of. Okay.
Isn't it?
A mí me falta tiempo en la vida. A mí me falta tiempo en la vida. What am I missing or lacking from my life?
Time.
Time. I'm always running out of time. A mí me falta el amor. What is lacking from my life?
Love.
Love. It is lacking. To whom is it lacking?
To you.
To me. Okay? To whom or for whom? What is the third person singular going to be? Salud.
Thank you.
Falta. And plural? Faltan. And what are my endings going to be?
Falto or faltaron.
Falto. Faltaron. Muy bien. Okay, to be fascinated by something. ¿Cómo se dice to be fascinated by something? Fascinar. 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 Okay, to be fascinated by. Is this giving you a little bit different structure for this than what we've been using all the time? Does this show you the same information but in a slightly different way? Okay.
Easier format, way easier.
Is it easier this way?
So,
Okay, good. That's good for me to know. This is what I need to know. Okay, so third person singular. Fascina or fascinan, and your ending is going to be no or fascinaron. Okay, now I would like to see if you guys can finish some of the rest of the chart. So first, now we're going to just go over the verbs, and then I'm going to have you fill it in and check your answers, okay? So, como se dice to be important to or to matter to somebody? Importar. Whoa, I got a little carried away. Importar. Importar. And it means to be important to or to matter to, right? ¿Cómo se dice to be interested by? Interesar. Interesar. To be interesting to. To be interesting to. How about to annoy or to bother? Molestar. Molestar. To be annoyed by or bothered by? Does that work? To be annoyed. Uh-oh, I'm going to spell this wrong in English. Annoyed or bothered by something, okay? How about to remain or to stay? Kedar. This is one of the more, or less intuitive, we'll say that. This is one of the less intuitive verbs, to stay or to remain. So, to stay, to remain, to fit. So let's look at a couple examples. Ahora, son las 3 menos 17. Son las 3 menos 17 right now, ahora. ¿Cuánto tiempo nos queda en la clase? ¿Cuántos minutos nos quedan? ¿Cuántos minutos nos quedan en la clase? 7 minutos. So how would you say 7 minutes are remaining for us? We have 7 minutes left in class. Okay? Let's do it. Let's do a little example. Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say to us? Nosotros. Nos. Are you going to use queda or quedan?
K-Don.
Queda or quedan?
K-down.
Why?
There's more than
Minutes.
Because 7 is plural. A nosotros nos quedan 7 minutos. And we read these sentences backwards. 7 minutes, they are remaining, right? You can think about this. This is plural, so your verb has to be plural. These two must agree. Okay? 7 minutes, they are remaining for whom?
For us.
For us. Okay? I can also use quedar, like when I come up to you and I say, oh, ¿sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué? What is ¿sabes qué? Guess what? Este fin de semana, or el fin de semana pasado, yo compré unos zapatos nuevos. Yo compré unos zapatos nuevos. Y no me quedan bien. No me quedan bien. Los zapatos nuevos.
Oh, your new shoes don't fit good.
Okay? The new shoes, they do not fit well for whom? For me. Okay, they're chopping off my toes and they're amputating them. Okay? Now, quedar can also, when I say something fits you well, it could be like physically they're smushing my toes and amputating them. Okay? It could also be when I show up to school and I'm wearing some skaterette knees and I got some super skinny jeans on with a wallet hanging out with a nice chain, and I got my Cheney High School apparel on and whatever the cool young fashion is. Okay? I go to Forever 21 and go shopping. And you guys look at me and you say, profe, a usted no le queda bien la ropa joven, or la ropa para los jóvenes. Profe, a usted no le queda bien la ropa de los jóvenes. Now, dude, it fits me, I'm wearing it, it feels great. What are you telling me?
It doesn't look well on you.
Yeah, it doesn't fit you. It's not working well for you right here, okay? Why did I use queda with clothes? The clothing of young people clothes don't fit well. How do you say clothes? La ropa, is that singular or plural?
Both. Sorry, that's wrong.
No, it's okay. It's plural in Spanish, or it's in English, but in Spanish it's always singular. So do you kind of get now a little bit better when you would use quedar? Yeah? Okay, good. So take 1 minute with a partner next to you. You can use your elbow partner, or you can work independently. I'd like you to finish filling in our chart and then check your answers against mine. No hagan trampas. Don't cheat. I'm going to write down my answers and then you write down yours.
Don't cheat off mine.
Oh! Maybe you should come up here and help me write my preterite endings then. You don't have to if you don't want to, because you would be on YouTube.
Oh, no.
So that's a no? All right. Fair enough.
Blurb out my own voice.
So there's only...
Huh?
Oh, I'm thinking of myself.
Okay.
There's only one IR verb that I see.
Yeah, great observation. ¿Ya estamos? ¿Are we terminados? ¿Ya estamos terminados?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Okay, repite todos. Importa.
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 Ah, gracias. Repite todos. Importa.
Importa.
Importó.
Importó.
Importan.
Importan.
Importaron.
Importaron.
Interesa.
Interesa.
interesa,
Interesa.
interesa,
Interesa.
interesó,
Interesó.
interesan,
Interesan.
interesaron,
Interesaron.
molesta,
Molesta.
molestó,
Molestó.
molestan,
Molestan.
molestaron,
Molestaron.
queda,
Queda.
quedó,
Do.
quedan and
Quedaron.
quedaron. So the cool thing that I liked about displaying my information this way is, for me, this was cool because now here you have every single form of the verb that you guys are ever going to use right now. That was my disclaimer. Till you learn more verb tenses. But yeah, this is it. So when you go do your homework, here's your cheat sheet. This whole thing is your little cheat sheet. ¿Ya? ¿Todo bien?
Sí.
Oh,
Ok, muy bien. Adiós.